side thing with that.
Alright.
The fact that it had pulled up with nobody in it was insane. I didn't realize it was a Cybertruck until I saw it from the side.
Yeah, it does look pretty sick.
Oh my god, I love that mask.
Oh,
I love the
it's
car.
pretty sick. Dude, look! Ah! I thought that was gonna be our mask when we saw it in the clothing store.
Tell me, brother.
Yeah, I respect that shit.
So, host, what do we owe the pleasure? It's not like you to
Oh,
show up for these.
Sorry.
It was me. I asked him to come because I wanted his before we started doing any type of thing to like
Is that the Gav Cybertruck?
catch up with the mob or even like knock them down a little bit. I wanted to talk to the host about it first before we like did anything in terms of
Dude, I love that
you know,
mask,
specifically
man.
countering
I
the mob
fucking
or,
love
like,
that
any type
mask.
of ideas that we
That
came
is
up with
specifically
this
what we
meeting.
kind of asked for in the gang app for our
I wanted
clothing.
it to be run by him.
Is we
first
wanted
before
wanted
started
like
to do
a
anything, because I know BBMC wanted to come up with some.
we wanted
other
like a
ideas
Yakuza
besides
or
the
Oni
white
style
outfit,
mask,
because
but
I
like
moved
kind of
away from
cyberpunkish.
that.
Yeah, I don't agree with
yeah,
the specifically countering. No.
Yeah. But as you can see, we are getting it's
am I hearing?
impossible to even catch up to the mob, and like no matter how much we're all trying, like we're still.
Why am I hearing
so
like
far
voices?
behind. So I'm just wondering if anyone has any ideas on how.
It's
to
gone. I was
combat,
hearing like background noise from somewhere.
the mob and how far they are ahead of us.
It's a little difficult to counter them when they're literally sitting in bushes waiting when a transport's not even happening or people are sitting at these drops. Like, I don't know what we're supposed to do. I'm going to be so for real with you.
Well, and the train being so clogged up.
Yeah. The train's so long, half a GT can't even get into town.
Oh,
I mean, we went from having 15 people around a day to like maybe 8. So it's, yeah, been difficult.
I mean, we went from 5 to having 2.
I mean, we're all experiencing this issue, so I'm sure that
Yeah,
goes the
probably.
same for
Yeah,
every,
same
even the
thing.
mob and the cartel. So
It just seems it's still game.
yeah.
I mean, I don't. If we're countering,
Dude, I'm
I don't
hearing,
think we should
like,
go crazy on it. But, you know,
whispers.
we find the moments we need to. Cause I think it's for people, at least for our group, like it's gonna be good, a good experience for them to harden people up and stuff. So.
Our issue right now is, I don't know if it's this way for everybody else. Getting hold of any kind of iron when it comes to like firearms, it's rough. I mean,
Yeah,
faction
any
pistols are hard.
That's too.
Even S&Ss, man, like just
Yeah.
it's rough. Pistol blueprints, S&S blueprints. It's
I mean,
very,
pistol blueprints
very-
are pretty much non-existent at this point.
Because we
So-
can't even find the blueprints to break down at the moment. Like
You need black market cases. Like we've found so many through that. Like that's how I get
Yeah.
mine. Like I think
Get your
I think I
crypto game out.
opened. Yeah, get your crypto
Yeah,
up. That's a big.
it's a
thing.
little difficult right
Yeah.
now though, because I've been seeing ESB hunting like
Yeah,
every
they-
spot
mhm.
to rob.
Well,
They
they
just-
don't even like,
rob everyone.
even when they don't do that, they will go around to the towers and they don't even put their own up. They just take everybody's down so everybody else can't do it.
They take them down and wait for you to come back and check what's going on.
No, they don't even wait sometimes. Like that's happened to us multiple times where they're not even waiting. They watch us go up as we're leaving. They will go up and take them down, and then when we go back, they're not even there. They're just taking them down, and there's no tower signal reader there, so it's not like they're taking them down to put theirs up. They're just taking them down and take them down.
Just the brats.
it seems like they're
Yeah.
targeting the things that are the most beneficial to groups right now in factions.
I only have one theory. I have one idea. One.
Mhm.
What we did with AJ when we brought him before the entirety of the council. I don't think the mob or the cartel have a fear of anything. They bark very loudly. They treat this as if this is all theirs. They're to the point where they're claiming the Spoochie is theirs, the college is theirs, anywhere that they show up that that's their turf. Anybody. I am personally, I'm not a fan of just rocking up on somebody saying, put your hands up, give me your shit. I say, at some point, if this continues, we put together a group and we attempt to snatch and grab at least two of the key players through the mob and the cartel. 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
The people that we know are the big players in this group.
Let's put together
And
a
we
group of
bring them before
shooters
the
from the
council.
entirety of the syndicate. Why don't we just do that?
And we put the fucking fear of God into them.
The problem is, if you anger a Rottweiler, it's just gonna bite more.
But if you let the Rottweiler run loose, it'll destroy everything.
I'm gonna
I mean,
be
are you ready
honest.
for
I
what
think
happens
part of
afterwards,
this.
though?
I think this is. I agree, and I think part of it is a little bit of like, one, people shouldn't be sitting waiting at those spots. That shit's fucking stupid. This shouldn't be happening. And if we are getting countered, unfortunately, it's gonna be one of those situations where we all just need to get good.
I
It
hate
is
that.
what it is. Like,
I
we're gonna
hate
have
that
to
thought.
start, like, getting our shit together. And if
That's
that means
just
helping
the
each other,
wrong way to
figuring
go
out,
about
you know,
things, bro.
How to get more firepower. That really seems to be the biggest issue that everyone's having, because I've heard
That's
that
the
a lot.
wrong
Of, like,
idea to go
no one
about
has enough
this, to be
guns.
honest. Like,
So working together to help each other figure that shit out.
that's
is
just the
gonna be
wrong way to go about this.
because that kind of is what it is. We're gonna have to just get good at not getting countered, and when we are, that we are getting out with the shit instead of letting them get shit every time.
I'm going to agree with that to a certain degree. I don't think we should have to be afraid of people sitting in bushes or,
No, I agree.
making it their the basis of their day to get this shit. I get what you're saying, but at what point do we draw a line with it? Like, at what point does it become complacency?
I just the thought and the idea of having to quote unquote like get good at countering kind of insinuates you have to sit in VR for
No.
a
I don't
certain
mean
amount of
get good at countering. I mean, like, get good at not being shot down when you're countered, is what I was getting at.
Defending ourselves.
That's the
basically.
same
Getting
thing.
better at
Yeah,
defending
because
ourselves.
I'll say it right
That's
now.
the
though,
same-
As much as I respect all of us here, and like I'm happy that I'm very happy with the group we got. If you're wanting to snatch up the fucking cartel and the mob, you want to start beef with both factions. Cool. We're gonna have fucking CG. We're gonna have BSK. We're gonna have Ghost. We're gonna have Eclipse. We're gonna have ESB. Like, as much as I respect y'all here, some people you gotta just know what fights you can pick and you cannot.
Oh
And
my
if you're
God.
getting pressed over
Holy shit.
counters, what happens whenever they wake up with the motivation of fucking you over, and they will go to you and kill you? Like,
Oh my God, that's crazy,
Wait a
man.
second.
Well,
Hold on.
and they
It's-
also have. Let's also.
Oh my
realize
God.
That like the mob has access to guns
Jacob,
that we don't.
Even BBMC
if you
knows
go
when to
and
take a
look,
fight and when not to.
The block that we were at before.
Even BBMC
with
knows,
the
bro.
Vinewood Hills, just below the observatory, there's like a little cul-de-sac on a lake. They're all like, every time you go up there, you will see they're all on roofs with AKs.
Huh? Wait, what?
And we got pulled up on, bunch of people deep by everybody there had scorpions and shit. So like, realistically, I also think that we have to recognize that we just don't, like, we cannot stand up against that right now.
Here's my thing. Think about it this way. Ready? What are all of these groups that we just mentioned? ESB, CG, Hades. What do all of these groups have in common? And I have that
They got
answer,
hands.
but let's hear. What do you guys think they're all good at?
They got hands.
Okay.
Yeah, they're war. They're all
Mhm.
constantly at war.
Okay.
They know how. They know how to enter a conflict.
They are very good at 2 words: being loud, right? They're aggressive, they have guns, they'll shoot, they'll go to war. But here's the thing, right? When all of us were met by the host, how many of you had your bank accounts drained, had your information leaked in a way that you didn't know who was doing it? We did. So why should we have to be loud when we are a part of a faction that is able to assist in those ways? If we can't be as loud as all of these other crews, we need to work together, especially with the host, and see if we can find a way to hit them in a way that is silent, that stings.
That's
going to
what
be
I was
very
gonna bring up as well.
it is going to be very hard to get repairs on your car, buy properties, buy guns, buy drugs, push anything if you don't have the resources, the money, the time. If you're chasing a ghost, you don't have the time to do shit, but you're gonna wonder where all your shit went, right? So I think now.
Well, that's the thing is they
Yes.
have all the shit to back up the you know the loudness that they have the shit to back it up, and that's where we have to hit them. I agree.
And that's the thing where the countering comes into play. I'm gonna be honest, 90% of the time, anybody that goes against these groups is knocked the fuck down, your shit's stolen, they just gained 5 guns and whatever else the fuck you had on you, and if we continue to try to counter, we are going to do nothing but multiply their stock. That's what's going to happen. So in the time it's going to take us to, and I quote, get good, they'll have gotten all of our shit because we are going to be consistently trying to counter this. So I think at this point, the host might be the one that we need to turn to and ask, what other resources do we have to utilize for this? We can't win this fight. It's just, it is what it is.
When it comes to everybody here, I think when I look at each group, it's not about who wins gunfights or who wins conflicts. It's about, honestly, when it comes to this, the entirety of everybody here, it comes to chaos. It comes down to what everybody here can make an impact on things other than just gunning down fucking people in the city.
It's
Get
easy
creative.
to say ESB did it, pussy, but be creative, and we got to figure out a different way to do this because we're doing nothing but helping these people stockpile. It just is what it is.
Yeah, I have a question for the host though. Is it even worth worrying over the fact that the mob are ahead of us?
No,
because
fuck off,
I haven't
no.
even asked that question.
I was gonna
Is there
say-
much
I was gonna say that.
that
It doesn't
we
come down to
gain from
points.
being complacent with them being ahead of us? Like, is there much that we're
They have better plane and
benefiting
train tickets.
by
They have a
trying to
roster of
even
people to
combat that
back
in
their
the first
numbers,
place?
and they have been in wars over a
I
decade.
mean, there's perks that come with. There's perks that coming with being at the top.
That's.
It's just a matter of what exactly you mean. Because in my eyes, there's constantly, if we're at the top, that means they're not at the top. As easy as it is to say that being complacent is never a good thing. But, I mean, the only way I see to combat a lot of things is, I know we were being targeted about who was doing a certain operation